Campus of Hampton University, a generous grant is helping to preserve a piece of history for generations to come. $500,000 is now set aside for renovations at the university's first Native American dorm. It's called Wigwam, and those who called it home played a huge role in the university's history. 13 News Now reporter Robert Boyd has the details.
Well, there are brick buildings across Hampton University campus, but some are a little bit more significant than others, like the Wigwam building, which housed the campus's first Native American class back in the 1870s.
It was rare. We were on the forefront.
Doretha Spells, Vice President of Business Affairs for Hampton University, says it was the Native American students themselves who built the Wigwam dorm back in 1878. 140 years later, it's still being used.
A great opportunity for American Indians to receive an education.
The first class consisted of 60 students, seen here sitting on the front steps outside Wigwam. The university says the building is just filled with their stories of challenge and triumph.
And we've always pride ourselves on that. We are able to blend the old in with the new.
So the university applied for a grant to preserve this history. And this fall, it's one of 19 colleges nationwide to receive $500,000 from the National Park Service.
With this grant, we're able to still maintain the building, have some of the 21st century features, but to still have that history. History is important to all of us.
The university also hopes this recognition influences new generations of Native American students to enroll.
At this time, I'm not aware of any Native American students being enrolled, but we often encourage. I think there are some scholarships available.
The restoration is expected to be complete by the fall of 2020. At Hampton University, Robert Boyd, 13 News Now.
And that money is part of a grant for several historically black colleges in the Commonwealth. VSU is getting more than $760,000. Virginia Union University also got $500,000. Just under $500,000 will go to Virginia University Lynchburg.